6 days ago, the entire football world was asking the same question. Is Cristiano Ronaldo finished? 25 touches, 0 shots on target, a passenger in a 1-1 draw against DR Congo. Pundits lining up to say the game had passed him by. Then came Houston, Texas, June the 23rd, 2026. And in the space of 39 first-half minutes, Cristiano Ronaldo did something no human being has ever done in the entire history of the FIFA World Cup. Something not even Lionel Messi has managed, something that will be talked about for as long as football is played. He silenced every single critic, in the most Ronaldo way imaginable. To truly understand how extraordinary this was, you need to remember exactly where Ronaldo stood just 6 days before this match. He had gone 10 consecutive games in major international tournaments without scoring, the longest scoreless run of his entire international career. Just 25 touches against DR Congo, his second fewest ever in 23 World Cup appearances. Thierry Henry had publicly criticized him for selfish play. Alan Shearer questioned whether coach Roberto Martinez was even capable of substituting him. The pressure heading into the Uzbekistan match was unlike anything Ronaldo had faced in years. His greatest rivals, Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, had all already hit the headlines with goals. The narrative was clear. Ronaldo was the odd one out. Until Tuesday. Portugal versus Uzbekistan. Houston Stadium. 68,777 fans inside. Ronaldo nearly pounced after just 3 minutes, narrowly failing to make contact at the far post after a cross. He slapped the turf in frustration. He did not have to wait long. In the 6th minute, Ronaldo swiveled on the 6-yard box to meet a cross and smashed the ball beyond the goalkeeper. The crowd erupted. He pulled out his trademark celebration and let out a throaty roar in front of 68,000 fans. That goal alone made history. Ronaldo became the first player to score in 6 different World Cups: 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, 2022, and now 2026. In doing so, he moved ahead of even Lionel Messi on that particular record. Something Pelé never did. Something Maradona never did. Nobody in history had ever done this before. Nuno Mendes made it too with a clever free kick routine at 17 minutes. Portugal were completely in control. And then, just before halftime, Ronaldo struck again. After an assist from Bruno Fernandes, he raced onto a through ball and finished with a smart, controlled finish. 3-0 at halftime. Portugal completely dominant. Ronaldo named man of the match, the greatest response to criticism this World Cup has seen. After the restart, he came close to his hat trick on a few occasions. The goalkeeper produced an excellent save to deny him a third. An own goal made it 4. Rafael Leao thumped home off the bench to add a 5th. Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0. A complete and utter demolition. Now here are the records that put this performance into genuine historical perspective. Ronaldo is now the second oldest scorer in World Cup history at 41 years and 138 days, second only to Roger Milla, who scored for Cameroon at 42 years old in 1994. That took him to 10 World Cup goals, more than any other Portuguese player in history, including the great Eusebio. And here's the one that defines his entire legacy at this tournament. The first player to score in 6 different World Cups. Not Messi, not Pelé, not Maradona, Cristiano Ronaldo, alone at the top of that particular piece of history. If anyone was waiting to see Ronaldo's response to the recent braces from Messi, Haaland, and Mbappe, the Portuguese superstar delivered in style. And after the match, true to his character, Ronaldo kept the focus on the team rather than himself. Records are always nice, but my goal is always to help the national team achieve its objectives. This is bigger than one football match. This is bigger than one brace against a World Cup debutant. What happened in Houston on June the 23rd is a lesson in what separates the greatest athletes from everyone else. When the pressure was at its absolute maximum, when the criticism was loudest, when every pundit had already written the obituary for his World Cup, Ronaldo walked onto that pitch and produced the most historic individual performance of this entire tournament. Nobody else at World Cup 2026 has scored in 6 different tournaments. Nobody else ever will. Because to do it, you need to have been playing at this level for 20 years, and only one person on this planet has done that. The debate about whether Ronaldo should still be starting for Portugal at 41 years old is not over. Portugal still have Colombia to face in their final group match. The knockout rounds bring even tougher tests. But what this performance did was remind the entire football world of something it had momentarily forgotten. You do not write off Cristiano Ronaldo. 6 days apart. Two completely different stories. One player. Against DR Congo. 25 touches. 0 shots on target. A passenger. Against Uzbekistan. A brace. A historic record. Man of the match. This is what Cristiano Ronaldo does. This is who he is. And at 41 years old, at his 6th and almost certainly final World Cup, he just gave us one of the greatest individual comeback moments this tournament has ever seen. The story is not over. Not by a long way. Portugal still have Colombia to face. The knockout rounds await. And somewhere in Houston, a 41-year-old man is already preparing for the next chapter. Because that is what champions do. They do not stop. They do not quit. They do not accept the narrative that others write for them. They write their own. Did Ronaldo just silence all his critics with this performance? Drop your verdict in the comments. I want to hear every single opinion. If you want every Portugal update and every major World Cup story as it happens, hit subscribe and turn on notifications right now. We are covering every moment of this historic tournament. See you in the next one.